We're going to be talking about 3 cheap upgrades that you can do yourself to add value to your property in the shortest time possible. My name's Luke. I talk all things real estate, renovating, and financial freedom here at the channel. Make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe down below, and let's talk about adding value to your home DIY in the shortest time frame. Number 1 on this list is to update the flooring at your home. Whether you've got a brick and tile home on a concrete slab, or you've got a Queenslander with natural timber floors, updating flooring can add massive value to your property with minimal costs. If you're working with a concrete slab, your options are typically carpet, natural timber floors, or luxury vinyl planks. And luxury vinyl planks, in my opinion, are the greatest way to DIY upgrade your floors, make a massive difference with that minimal cost. You can head over to Bunnings, you can head over to your local Andersons or flooring shop and pick up these floorboards for around $20 to $30 per square meter. They're simply click together flooring, and it just takes a little bit of time to put the flooring together and put a trim around the outside and completely change a room. Once you get a handle on how to lay these luxury vinyl planks, the process becomes really quick and you can knock out room by room in a short period of time and really change a space. You can go with light grey floors, a beige kind of light coloured timber, or anything in between. And this can really modernize the home and add value to the property. So if you're looking for a task on your Saturday or on your weekend and you want to get out there and add some value to your home, maybe look at using luxury vinyl planks. If you've got natural timber floors already in place, so you've got a high set property or you've got a Queenslander, potentially look at sanding and staining those floors yourself. People get really worried about, am I going to damage my floors? They're going to be irreparable. Have a go. You can basically pull out a drum sander from Bunnings, hire it for about $200 for a couple of days, and try with the highest grit to begin with. This will allow you to get a feel of the drum sander and the edging sanders, and you're not going to really damage the floor because you're using a really high grit, which isn't pulling that much material off of those timber floors. Once you get used to the drum sander, then you can use a rougher grit like a 40 or a 60 grit and work your way up over 3 levels of sanding. This will give you a really smooth finish. Say you use 40 grit, 80 grit, and 120 grit to do 3 runs across your timber floors within your home, and then you use a nice polyurethane. I really like a clear coat. Emily and I are huge fans of using clear coat on timber floors to bring out the natural grains in the timbers and to give it that natural timber look. You can go and stain the floors as well if you want a darker color or a different color, but upgrading those timber floors and bringing them back to life for only a few $1,000s, when you compare that to paying a trade tens of thousands of dollars, doing DIY flooring, whether you're laying luxury vinyl planks or you're revitalizing timber floors, it can add massive amounts of value for only a couple of grand and a few weekends of your time. The next cheap upgrade that you can do yourself or get a handyman to help you with is upgrading the fixtures and fittings. This includes things like fans, like door handles, like kitchen cupboards. Upgrading those handles and tapware and fans in each of the rooms can really change the look and feel and add value to your property. Em and I really love changing things to black, so we would spray paint the door handles to keep the original handles, save us money. You know, you might spend $10 on the spray paint can and upgrade those handles from ugly to a nice black color and have that theme throughout the home. You could do black tapware, which has been really popular over the last few years, and now the more popular color seems to be rose gold when you're upgrading tapware in your kitchen or you're doing new handles in your kitchen cupboards. I would recommend that you go with button door handles rather than actual full handles. Button handles are so much easier to put onto kitchen cupboards or doors for that matter. So potentially look at using button handles, upgrading them to gold, black, or chrome depending on the property and how much value you want to add. And so for a few $100s in each room, you can change a space completely. In particular, another example is Emily and I changing the ceiling fan and making that a feature piece of the bedroom. I'm sure you've seen it through those cookie cutter homes. You've got a ceiling light and a fan, and it's just pretty basic. For us, we like the idea of having LED lights, ideally on a dimmer, and then having a feature piece in the fan in the middle. We put a black fan in the middle of our master bedroom, and we really like the look of those restaurant style fans, which have really wide blades and maybe hesh, or I don't know how to describe it, mesh? Rattan, there you go. All those restaurant style fans which have wider blades and rattan in the middle, they look fantastic. So if you can spend a little bit of money on these fixtures and fittings, update the bedroom, update the bathroom and the kitchen by just changing the handles and not much else, you can add a lot of value to your property by increasing the appeal with a minimal spend. To go ahead and do this job yourself on a weekend, you really only need a drill and a couple of drill bits to change handles on your kitchen cupboards, or a few tools and a couple of YouTube videos to learn how to change the tapware over in your bathroom or your kitchen. I would recommend that you get a licensed electrician to change things like ceiling fans, but all in all, changing the fixtures and fittings can be a great way that you can do this yourself and add value to your home in a short period of time. The last one on my list, you've probably gone ahead and already guessed this one, and a cheap upgrade to your home is paint. Now, paint can absolutely transform a space. We really like the color white on white. Shout out to the girls from Three Birds Renovations here in Australia. We've watched plenty of their renovation series, and that was how we came across that Dulux color. Now, what we like to do is tint our ceiling paint white on white, as well as our wall paint white on white, so we don't have to cut in corners or trims. We can paint it all one color and use the correct paint on our ceiling so it doesn't flake and peel, and have the right paint on our walls as well, and get a nice thick coat. Upgrading your home by using paint, if you go from those yellow, green, pink walls to a nice bright and white space, can really transform your home and add value to the property. When you're renovating your home and you're doing it DIY, you want to appeal to the broadest market to add value. Even if you're not looking to sell the home, when a valuer comes to the property and reassesses the value of your home, or a selling agent, you want to make sure you appeal to the broadest market, because that's how you're going to add value by creating more demand for your home. Now, if you want to do this super cheap, you can spend $5 to $10 on a brush, $30 on a paint roller and a tray, and say $150 to $300 on your paint. So for a couple of $100, you can paint a few bedrooms and have your home revitalized. If you want to go the whole way and transform your entire home inside and out, I would highly recommend hiring or buying a paint sprayer. This has been the best money we've ever spent in our lives on a tool for renovating and for DIY. Now, I know this is cheap upgrades that you can do to your home, and buying a paint sprayer is about $1,000, so maybe hiring would be the way to go for you. For a couple of $100 plus the cost of paint, you can transform your home for only, say, $1,000. What we like to do is tape off all the windows, use some brown paper, use some plastic and tape the areas off that you don't want to get paint, and then essentially spray the home top to toe and change the space in a matter of days. There's a lot of prep work involved when it comes to painting, and so this is how you can save money by doing it yourself, sugar soaping the wall, scrubbing it down, and then moving to the paint spraying and doing that in bulk as well. If you've seen our baby Queenslander series or our triple Gable Queenslander series, in both those Queenslander renovations, we paint sprayed inside the home, and we did the outside of the triple Gable Queenslander as well. We added thousands or tens of thousands of dollars in value because we did this work ourselves. Spending maybe $2,000 to $3,000 to completely change the inside and the outside of the home could have added, say, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 of value to the home, because if you went out and paid a painter to do this work for you, it would cost you that amount of money to actually get the work done, given the cost of trades at this point in time. By creating something unique and creating a color palette that fits together between the fixtures, the floors, and the walls, you can turn a property from an ugly duckling into I don't know what my analogy is there, into a beautiful princess. If you're looking for a Brisbane-based buyer's agent, head over to purposeproperty.com.au and book in their free strategy session with myself. Otherwise, drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel down below, and click this video over here for more things real estate, renovating, and financial freedom. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.